What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the week of November 8th through November 14th. First off, let me just say that, man, my reading last week helped me out tremendously. I mean, I don't want to toot my own singing bowl, but toot toot, you know what I'm saying? Now, these readings are as much for me as they are for you, and I just, last week was crazy, right? I think we all can agree. And my reading really helped me to realize that it's time to disconnect from all that stuff. Time to move away, right? It's all a show. It's all a show. It's all a theater, if you will. And it's best not to get wrapped up in all that. At least that was what we had to learn last week. We'll see what this week has to say. But let's see what else. Yeah. Oh, I've got my fire and ice quartz here. Oh, man. You know, I'm not usually one for polished crystals. In fact, I really don't like working with them. But fire and ice, or crackle quartz as some people call it, is really something else. And it's a shame that the lighting in here is so bad. When you take this out in the sun, it explodes with rainbows, right? It just explodes. You can only see a small fraction of the rainbows when you're indoors. Or if you have multiple light sources, then you can see the rainbows pretty well. But I only have one light source, so you can't really tell in here. But basically what they do is they take a very clear, right? So you got to start with a high quality quartz, a very ice water clear quartz. And then they throw it in an oven. And what that does, it creates all these cracks and fissures inside, which results in rainbows. So it is very man-made. It's not real, but it is real quartz to start off with. But I just thought I'd show you those. I have a bunch in my shop if you are interested. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Secret Tarot. Let's do some singing bowls first. I think we missed last week. So if you will, close your eyes, get into a meditative space with me. I'm going to play some singing bowls just to get centered. And if you want, you can skip past this. It's up to you. All right, here we go. The bowls are great. Alright, so let's get into this. The first card we're going to look at is this middle one, and it represents the overall energy of this upcoming week. The overall energy we can expect this upcoming week. We've got the Three of Wands. And please give me a moment to dive into this card. Alright, the feeling I'm getting here is of creation, of looking towards the future. I forgot that 11/11 comes this week. This is a manifestation portal. This is a chance to create the future we want. And the feeling I'm getting from this card is that this week is going to be a week where we need to focus on the future. The reason there's so much chaos in the world right now is because those who are in control are creating that chaos because they know that right now is a very crucial time for our manifestation. And they want the people to be manifesting their futures from a place of chaos and confusion and anger and frustration, right? Because that creates a future that they want. What I'm getting from this card is that if you want a future other than that, well, you have to focus on that. Right? You have to get away from all this anger, frustration, chaos. If we're going to be focusing on creating 5D, bringing 5D to this planet, then we have to have a 5D mentality, which is unity, right? Which is we are all one. There's no polarity, right? And so I think this week is going to be very, very important that we really focus on what you want your future to look like. The manifestation portal, but we're always creating. We're always manifesting. But it's very important right now because we're heading towards the winter solstice, which is another huge opportunity for new things coming in. And we have to put ourselves on a track that we want to be on. And that means focusing on what that is, visualizing it, seeing it, tasting it, hearing it, smelling it, right? The more that you can see the future that you want, the more senses that you can bring into that visualization, then the realer it becomes. Is realer a word? I don't think so, but doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter what words we use. It's the feeling. Okay. So, yeah, I usually will say, focus on the present. But right now, this week, it seems like focus on the future, because our present is creating the future. And if we want a future that's worth living in, we can't delve into these present energies that are being presented to us, right? They're presenting chaos so that we create chaos in the future. Well, you don't have to buy into that. I think that's what this card is saying. So let's go on over to this card, which represents what to hold on to, what to focus on, what you should be doing, that sort of thing. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. Give me a moment with this card. Okay, pretty cool. This card is telling me to be selfish this week. Right? Be selfish. Focus on yourself this week. What do you need? Right? What is going to make you happy? What resources do you need to survive or to thrive or whatever, right? Focus on yourself as much as possible is what this card is saying. And again, this, tying this into what's going on in the world, they want you to come away from yourself. They want you to lose yourself. And this card is saying, don't let that happen. Focus on yourself, what's important to you, right? Whoever's the president of the United States is not really that important to you, I would guess. But we're being told it is. We're being told it's the most important thing that there could ever be. But it's not. What you're creating, the energy that you're putting out, is the most important thing. And that's what you need to be focusing on. What energy are you choosing to let into your life? Is it serving you? Is it serving the cabal, right? You have to ask these questions, and you have to do it with an honest, perspective. So usually I say focus on the present and, service to others. Okay, but this reading is saying focus on the future and focus on the self. Right? I think these two cards are really intrinsically connected, right? In order to manifest the future that you truly want, you really have to be centered and grounded and focused on the self. You can't let outside influences come in and dictate what you want or what you need. So focus on the self, focus on the future, and not every day, but I mean just what do you want to manifest in your life? All right, let's go on over to this card, which represents what to let go of this upcoming week, what to avoid, what to not do, that sort of thing. And we got Strength. And please give me a moment with this card. Oh my god. Awesome. I got to tell you how the message came. I connected to the lion. I first of all, my intuition said this lion has a message. So I connected to the lion here. And he said, don't let other people ride you. Don't let other people control you, right? Have you ever heard of a lion giving a piggyback ride to anybody? No. Okay, lions are independent. They do their own thing. You can't tell them nothing. They are the king and queens of the jungle. But he's got a monkey on his back, right? And he doesn't like it. And he's not meant to be controlled. He's not meant to be ridden. He's not meant to have someone else tell him where to go. And I think that's what this card is saying. Don't let anyone else tell you where to go. Don't let anyone else influence what you want, right? There's so many outside influences looking to manipulate us, and if you're disconnected from how powerful you truly are, if you forget that you are a lion and you are not to be controlled, well then you're going to be controlled. You're going to be manipulated, and it's going to be ugly. Okay, so be a lion this week. Don't be a horse or a mule. They're subservient. We don't want subservience. We want pride and strength and honor. Yeah, what a great reading. I love it. It's cool. Ever since Halloween, my tarot readings have been so on point and so beneficial to me. I don't know about you guys, but to me they have been. So I do want to pull an oracle card. I know this video is going to be long, but whatever. Hopefully you don't mind. We're going to be using the crystal reading cards. Give me a moment here, and we're going to ask what energy we should be working with this week. for some of you, you use crystals, and that's great, and this will help you understand which crystal might help you this week. But for others of you who don't work with crystals, take my crystal course at the Leon Mystery School. Yes, I teach a crystal course, and I put a lot of work into it, and I hope you'll go check that out. I'll put a link in the description. It's designed to help you get acquainted with crystals and learn how to program them, learn how to work with them, and learn how to work with them on a metaphysical level. So I hope you'll do that if you're not into crystals and want to be. That's a great way to start. Anyway, we're going to ask what crystal or energy that we should be working with this upcoming week. What crystal or overall energy, depending on your proclivities, should we be focused on? We've got azurite. Ooh, expanded awareness. Give me a moment. Ninja edit. Okay, here it is. Here's azurite. Ooh, one of my favorites. Azurite is a copper-based mineral that's usually found in Arizona, but it's also found in lots of other places actually. But yeah, it's this is one of those crystals that knocks me on my butt. Right? This is one of those crystals. It's a third eye crystal. It's a higher chakra crystal. It's got some fluff. And yeah, so I think this is pretty self-explanatory. We've already talked about how much manipulation there is going on, right? We've already talked about deception, right? And lies and deceit. And I think any crystal or any activity or energy or whatever it is that helps you to expand your awareness is going to be very important this week, so that you can see what's truth, what's false, what's lies. So you can understand when people are trying to manipulate you. I think that comes from opening the third eye, or that comes from decalcifying the pineal gland. The pineal gland is our internal truth detector, and when it's shut, we can't tell what's truth from lies, other than using our ego logic, which is flawed. But when our pineal gland is open and we're connected to the higher realms, we're connected to source, we have an internal truth detector, and you can just feel the truth, and you can just feel lies. You don't need to work it out logically. You just know. And I think that's going to be very important this week, to work on that, to expand that, because every day there's more and more deception. From the media, from politics, from celebrities, from everybody. So, from tarot readers, some of them. I've seen some tarot readers this week that don't know what's going on, okay? So, I'm glad you're here with me and you have trust in me. I appreciate that. So, anyway, I think that message is pretty self-explanatory. If you have azurite, work with it this week, or if you're into other third eye crystals, sodalite, tanzanite, all those will be great. Amethyst even. Look at this amethyst. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, this is not a crystal show and tell. Okay, this video is long as it is. Let's get to the ending here. So that's going to be the reading. I hope you go check out the Leon Mystery School. I hope you'll leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I love your comments as always. I want to thank you for watching. I want to wish you a great week and happy taroting. Peace.